In contrast to Australia, Japan has been reported to be much less materialistic than Western countries by sites like the Japan Times. The number of phones in Japan is 106 million, which may seem high, but actually means that Japanese people have on average less phones than Australians, which is to be expected considering their very different cultural beliefs. Curiously, according to an account from the site eMarketer, the average Japanese adult spends up to 7 hours on technology. However, this fact actually makes a lot of sense, considering the Global Competitive Report ranks Japan the 6th most technological competitive country. However, although Japan might be technologically more advanced, they also spend less time than Australians on social media. Reportedly choosing only to spend an average of 2 hours and 50 minutes online. Considering they spend less time online, it is unsurprising that according to a report from Osaka University, only 10.8% of Japanese people have reported being cyberbullied, almost half of Australia. So with all of this considered, how does Japan compare to Australia in terms of happiness? Despite Japan being less controlled by cultural fraud, according to the World Happiness Report, Japan is significantly less happier than Australia, ranking as the 58th happiest country. The most likely reason for this surprising result is that most of the categories that the World Happiness Report was based off of were numerical/objective. Categories included stats such as GDP, life expectancy, and residuals, categories which Japan doesn't excel in. Instead, Japanese ideas of happiness stem more from how much someone enjoys life. According to the NCBI, Japan has a depression rate of only 2.2 to 3.7%, supporting the idea that the Japanese view on happiness is more focused on enjoyment and that by this measure, Japanese is a very happy country. Happiness is different throughout the world, and for Japan and Australia, that is very distinct as Australia's definition of happiness is more concerned with materialistic values and individualism, whereas the Japanese define happiness as enjoying life. This is what makes them rank so low in the WHR compared to Australia, but other statistics prove that Japanese people are more happy and content with life than their Australian counterparts. This is seen clearly when you look through the use of technology in both countries and how they positively and negatively affect their users. In conclusion, Australia is recognized by the world as a more happy country than Japan through the use of and culture around technology. But Japanese people are more commonly happier using technology. So we believe that Japan is indeed a happier country than Australia when it comes to the wide umbrella of technology.